Welcome to another edition of In the Studio. I'm AJ Ganger again with Iverson Ventura and Ethan Polschneider.
Polschneider.
Hey, I gotta sit next to your parents.
Yeah, they told me all about that.
on the broadcast, and I was giving you some crap during the baseball game where, you have... What is it with you guys wearing sunglasses on your head, but you never wear them on your eyes where they should be?
Well, you see, the thing is, I only wear them if I look up. I'll look up before the game, and if the sun's anywhere close to like a pop fly that might go up, then I'll put them on. Other than that, I'll wear them on my hat.
But your dad is completely hilarious, and I see exactly who you look like, who you're like now because of your dad.
Yeah.
Iverson looks nothing like his dad, by the way. Like, absolutely nothing. But I can tell his dad is a complete goofball, so it's just like,
just like Iverson.
That's Iverson's personality right there. So tonight, I know this will be up tomorrow on our YouTube channel and everything, but tonight you guys go to Fifth Third Field. You play Tip City. You won a game last week. You got back on that winning style, but then you unfortunately lost to Graham on Saturday afternoon. Talk a little bit about those games you guys played last week.
In both of our last two games, we have, I'd say, slowed down hitting the ball.
Yeah.
Our team has we started off the season very hot offensively and hitting the ball very well against pretty much every team. And then we go and face West Carrollton at West Carrollton and then Graham at home, and can't seem to put the ball on the bat as well. And we only scored 3 runs against West Carrollton and then 2 against Graham. So.
And those 2 runs were driven in by Ethan Polschneider.
Yeah, but I think we hit better off of I'd say faster pitchers because we faced 2 pitchers that weren't throwing too fast.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be able to get back on track tonight, and I'll be on the mound. So I'll do what I can to paint the zone and make sure we can get outs defensively, and then I'm in a little bit of a hitting slump, I'd say. I only have a few hits on the season, but I only struck out.
You had a good game
twice
against Butler.
Yeah.
But then, the last couple games you've played, you just can't seem to find
The only time I reached base in the past 2 games was on a bunt and an error. So
let's talk about Blaine. How did you guys think Blaine did on the mound? I mean, he did a heck of a lot better against Graham than what
I think
he
it was
has
just the first game he pitched. I think it was just like beginning of the season jitters maybe, and the fact that he's a sophomore, getting used to playing at a higher level. So I think he's going to develop really well.
That was probably one of the best all-around games you guys have played, even though you lost 6-2. The best all-around game that I've seen from you guys. I mean, you were struggling in the hitting department.
Yeah, we did.
But defensively, I mean, you guys stepped up your game big time.
I think we played better defense in the game against West Carrollton. I feel like as a team, there was nothing really to correct. Like I was making scoops at first, and everybody was making good plays and playing the outfield real well. I missed a ground ball or 2 that were like hard shots against Graham.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah, yeah. Probably.
So you guys might be wondering, if you're looking in the background of our camera shot here, the media teacher, Damian Skeens, is over here just going to town on something with some tongs and some forks. We actually got a treat for everybody today. He just bought a new Instapot, and he's leaking grease and juice all over our nice blue cloth that he's washed anyway.
Don't tell anybody.
But he just bought a new Instapot, and we decided, let's film a little bit, and we'll throw some of that footage in during the second part where you guys talk a little bit more about it. And, we got some pulled pork for you guys. We're going to make some pulled pork tacos. We've got some barbecue sauce. You guys are able to partake, and, I guess the best lunch you'll probably have all year right here. Hopefully, as long as this pulled pork turned out the way we want. It looks good so far. Smells good. We'll figure it out here in just a little bit. So, last week, you guys filmed another episode of Xanadu, the anthology, and this time it was Survivor Part 1. Talk a little bit about the process of actually filming that. You guys built an actual fort in here. I mean, you guys look like you had a lot of fun filming.
It's
that.
Easily the most fun filming we've done all year. I had a great time doing all of it. I had a lot of good laughs, I'd say, throughout the production of the first episode of the film. Sadly, I will not be partaking in any more.
We'll talk about that here in a minute. Back to you. You were talking about building the fort, how it brought you back to your childhood.
Yeah, it was just a lot of fun. Overall, yeah, the fort definitely brought me back about 12 or 13 years since the last time I ever did that. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun, filming it, and I think people liked it. They were getting involved with it after for the Twitter voting. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. I liked it.
Yeah, so Lorraine got voted off the island in last week's episode. Now
Clean
this
sweep.
week we did something a little different and had a Twitter poll go out. 170 people voted. If you take 10 of those away, which were you creating 10 different accounts to try to save your life, 160 people voted. The final tally went as followed. Trent with 7%, Colin with 12%, Ethan with 39%, and Iverson, you unfortunately get voted off the island with 42%. And you created 10 Twitter accounts to try to save yourself.
Yeah.
What is up with that?
I was plotted against. I was.
So you think everything is a conspiracy?
No, I wouldn't say conspiracy. I would just say that everybody was dead set and committed to making sure I left the show. Going classroom to classroom and yelling, "Vote Iverson."
Trent, is that you?
Yeah. There was actually I got knowledge of a teacher that would not let their students go anywhere until they voted for me on Twitter.
That is cold, man. Well, I mean, at least it looks like probably the next person to get voted off the island will be Ethan, unless he wins immunity this week, and it'll probably be Brad then.
Yeah, I'm really hoping for immunity. That'd be nice.
Do you think if Brad didn't have immunity this week that he would have gotten voted off the island?
Probably.
I don't know. People like B-Rad on the videos. Yeah, they like to see
I
him
don't
get hit
understand
with
why they don't
water.
like you on the video.
I mean, him. I don't know
No,
why
I was
they
definitely
were.
getting. I was after him.
In all honesty, I'm gonna just put this on record by saying Colin should be the next one voted off.
See,
because
okay,
how
yeah,
can
we're on
you
the same page.
survive with? I mean, yeah, you've created an alliance with him for some reason.
Yeah.
After he got his arm cut off, and then it magically grew back again. Then
grew
got cut
back.
off again. So I mean, how would you vote him off?
Would I now at this point? Yeah, I would.
He just
because
worthless.
they
He's got
just
one hand to gather with, and
they
not
just
two.
yeah, he's got one hand to gather with. He's just all around, just not good, not a good teammate. He didn't vote for me, so I don't know what he
He
did.
didn't vote for you.
I don't know. I'm just
bet you-
thinking
Oh, I know who he voted for.
Who did he vote for?
Who do you think he voted for?
the other 42% of the population.
You know what's funny is that everybody in this advisory class in here voted for you too.
Yes. I'm well
Except for
aware.
Blaine. I don't think Blaine voted for you or you because he was afraid you would find out, find him, and hit him with a baseball.
Flunk him.
When you guys are at practice hitting drills, you would do it on purpose.
Yeah. It didn't matter if he would have voted for me. I wouldn't have took it to heart.
I know
would've-
Jarrell voted for you.
Yeah. I'm not entirely surprised.
No
by
wonder
that.
why you played first base. So Zane Booker is back
Yeah.
in your
Yeah.
guys' starting lineup, though. I want to talk a little bit about that. What does he bring to the team?
He's got a great hitting motion. I think offensively that'll be able to help us out with that. A little more versatility and athleticism in the outfield, I think. So with him back, our outfield consists of Mick Karn, and then now Zane Booker, Cam Deal. I think with those three in the outfield, it's going to be hard to get balls into the gaps because they're all great athletes and they're going to be able to make plays.
Yeah, I think Booker brings a lot to the table. I mean, he's another pitcher. He's good at hitting. He's got some speed in the outfield. He can just
Blaine Newell as well.
do it all. Yeah, Blaine Newell. Yeah, and then he brings some comedic relief sometimes to the dugout when we need it a little bit.
He's good at getting in the other team's head.
Really?
Yeah. along
What
with
is
Mick.
up with the other team screaming when you
They are
you throw a
women.
pick-off attempt? And they do it like 40 seconds too late. What is
Yeah.
up with that?
They aren't men.
I just don't understand why they do that. It's just screaming.
Back!
Yeah. And
Back!
the one guy
Yeah.
was just screaming it after he's already gotten back. And the coaches don't even do nothing about it.
Oh,
Voice crack.
It happens.
He had a voice crack bad.
It happens at everything. Every team does it. We don't really do it at all because we
We
don't
are
care. But most
We are men.
other teams will do it just to mess with the pitcher, or they'll say that's his best move.
Yeah, it doesn't work,
Yeah.
especially with me on the
I
mound.
saw once somebody looked at, or Iverson was pitching, and I think he said, "Man, he likes you." Why are you guys trying to pick somebody off with 2 outs?
I think it depends on where they're hitting in the lineup. Like if it's like someone in the middle of the lineup, I like to keep the runner honest and not focus on the batter, because one, for being in the middle of the lineup, they can't be too bad of a hitter, and if they lead off the next inning, then we got the bottom of the lineup to come through. But it just depends on the situation, because there's a lot of thinking involved with baseball, and multiple situations you have to play over in your head at every position, and you have to know exactly what you're supposed to do when this one thing happens.
Yeah, I think
That helped with the double play we had, where it was a ground ball to short, and there was a runner on second, and Owen looked him back, threw it to me, and I popped off really fast and threw it over to third because I knew he was going to run.
That was a great double play,
Yeah,
by the way.
that was
That
great.
was
Thank
probably
you.
a really cool shot, too, we got.
Yeah, I think the pickoff moves with there's 2 outs. I mean, teams are liking to steal on us a lot because we need a little bit of catcher work.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, we need
I
some
don't
work there.
think Motter is severely comfortable throwing the ball to second.
No, I think it's more of a
He's been
mental
having
thing.
some arm pain
It's
too.
a mental thing.
and his arm
that
hurts.
He's gotta get through.
His arm's
I
been
think we gotta
hurting a
work on
little
it,
bit,
yeah.
but he's just I just don't think sometimes he just doesn't have the confidence that he's going to throw it over there on a line on target. Like
Sometimes we
he sails it or throws it short, and he just doesn't want the.
It just seems like
I
he's a
don't
little
know.
late on some of the throws.
Yeah,
I think he's got to be a little bit quicker, if anything.
yeah, quicker feet.
But with arm pain, I mean, it does make it a little harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even throw down in West Carrollton. Like, after we got a strikeout, we just threw it back to the pitcher
His
because
arm
his
was
arm was
killing him that
gassed. But, yeah, so some catcher work. But, with Iverson, he's got a really good pickoff move, too, at first base, or when he's pitching towards first base, since he's a lefty. And there's a rule where you can step up to 45 degrees from where you're standing straight and then still deliver it to first. So he'll use every single bit of that 45-degree angle so it looks like the pitcher's moving forward to throw to home, and then they'll get their extra lead, or they'll
Secondary.
start going,
That
get
would've
their
worked.
secondary, and then they'll throw it over.
That would have worked perfectly against Graham. I think I would have picked
Yeah.
off every single one of
There
the
were
runners.
a couple
They were
balks that happened in that game.
Yeah.
For you guys.
That's-
Matt
that's
had
the way it
one,
started
Blaine
off.
had 2.
I think it was for Blaine. He didn't come set all the way or
Yeah.
for long enough.
Yeah.
And just he delivered too quick, and that was the run. I'm not sure how that works with earned runs. I'm not sure if he gets one.
He does.
He does?
It's kind of like a
Because
walk.
yeah, okay, yeah. And then he walked him to get on base. I think he he balked to get him to second, and then he stole third, and then balked to score him. But
So what is it going to take for you guys to get a big W at Fifth Third Field tonight? Big game, 7 o'clock start instead of the original 5 o'clock.
under the lights,
Under the lights there in
gonna be
Dayton,
awesome.
downtown Dayton. Hopefully the weather cooperates. I think it's supposed to.
Yeah, I think,
I think the rain's passed.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much passed now. It's going to be pretty nice. I mean, it's been pretty
Almost
nice for some
70.
baseball. Yeah.
Oh,
here
I've been
soon.
looking forward to this for a little while.
So what is it going to take for you guys to get your third W of the year tonight?
Hitting. We're going to have to come out hitting. We have to get a lot of hits because they're going to have a good defense, and they're also going to have a good offense, and we already know that they're going to get some hits in the game, so we're going to have to keep right up there with them. With the bats.
We have some knowledge of their pitching staff, and 2 pitchers are going D1 for them as well. So I think we'll be able to hit off them. We focus a lot on hitting. We've had a practice on nothing but bunting for 2 hours, and I think as a team we can lay down bunts all right. And if I don't want to have a game relying on bunts because then we'd look a little bit like Butler. But
Yeah.
I think we're a well-rounded team who can hit throughout the entire lineup. So I think we're going to use that to our advantage and get ahead on them early and maintain a lead tonight.
Yeah, when we're on track, we're all hitting the ball. There's not a single person in the lineup that struggles when we're pretty
Right.
much on fire with our hitting like the first game. So
Yeah, there have been some struggles like individually with people on the team, and like I haven't been getting too many hits. Like I put the ball in play, but it's just not rolling my way. I'd say.
And sometimes you just
Yeah.
hit the ball too hard. I mean, you just get that unlucky streak where you just hit the ball too hard and it goes right to the fielder, and there's nothing
Yeah.
you can do about
Yeah.
it. You squared it up. You did everything your coach told you to do, and
Yeah.
you still got out.
Yeah.
I mean, but it is
I
what
like
it
hitting
is.
there's nothing better than hitting a hard shot up the middle that the pitcher can't make, and then nothing worse than watching the shortstop make it to the ball in time and
Yeah.
then throw you out.
No, there's just nothing you can.
Yeah.
I mean, you're kind of a lumber down the line anyway, so I mean, it happens.
Round 6.
Yeah. Like if you're playing MLB The Show,
Uh-huh.
his speed is like a 4, so he's like Miguel Cabrera trying to run to first.
Yeah. I'm surprised I haven't been pitch run 4. I mean, I consider myself a good base runner,
You
just
guys
without
still
speed.
have a lot of guys on varsity.
We
You
have,
got maybe
um,
2 or 3 guys that sub in. That's about it.
We've had 2 at most.
Yeah. So you
And
guys got
I think
11
we
guys on the roster.
for
Yeah.
for our game we sent down like 1 player to JV, so we only had 10 players.
Yeah, I saw that.
And yeah,
You sent Wellman down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as we move on here, Colin's skipping.
with a tortilla.
I'm gonna tell everybody this now. This next week on Survivor, please vote off Colin. Just please do it. I like Ethan a lot,
Me too. I didn't want to vote for him.
and
Oh,
Iverson
for Iverson.
is actually a really nice person. Please vote off Colin. He's just the weirdest looking guy in the entire world, man. I don't understand it. Do you guys understand it?
I don't understand how he looks like that.
Thinks he's
but,
a
you
good
know,
football player or something.
I don't know.
Wow.
Just thinks.
Anything else you guys want to add before we switch sides here? Get you guys something to eat.
I'm
talk
hungry.
about this pulled pork and everything.
I'm hungry.
Hungry?
I'm hungry.
Hungry.
All right. We'll cut the cameras here. We'll bring the second part of the show in after you guys get something to eat. We'll be right back here on In the Studio. I want you to be in the background.
Hey guys,
We're gonna have to wait and stop.
yeah, mouthfuls. So I'll start the show. Welcome back in the studio. My name's Trenton, and I'm the host of this podcast. These are my 2 guests. We have Andrew Weber, Ethan Polschneider.
It's stuck in my teeth now.
How's it going, guys?
It's going fantastic today. How about yourself, Trent?
I'm doing pretty good. How's that pork?
Porky.
If I could give it thumbs up, I'd give it 2. But 1 pork sandwich is in the other hand. But
That's your second one. What are you talking about?
yeah, I want my second one. But yeah, these pork sandwiches are pretty good. Skeen's new little pressure cooker, whatever it is working.
Instapot?
Yeah, Instapot's working pretty well.
That it is.
Yeah.
What'd you eat with it?
I had the tortilla shell with some lime and some cabbage.
That sounds pretty good. I just had the sandwich.
Bro, it's
On
like
the bun style.
watery.
It's the golden nectar.
Oh. So, what have you guys been up to lately? Anything interesting? What'd you do this weekend? Over the
This
weekend?
I had a fire. And,
A fire?
yeah, just a couple buddies around the fire. Having a good
Oh,
time.
for a second I thought you
No,
meant
I
like
didn't
your
s-
house.
No,
I
my
was
house
like,
is intact.
that's pretty fun. Did you
I
do
went and got fitted for tux.
Prom is
reasonable?
coming up.
I gotta wear pink.
A pink tux or like a
Ooh.
pink tie?
A
You
pink
going
tie
all
and a
pink?
vest.
All pink.
No, God, no.
No, I not about to say I would not.
That'd be
Girl,
terrible.
your girl's wearing a black dress and you gotta wear all pink. That's who wears the pants in that relationship?
No, I have to wear a pink vest and a pink tie.
I'm going to have to get. I'm either doing some other type of color, or I'm gonna do like silver, because my date's dress is white with a little bit of silver on it. So I can't decide if I'm gonna do silver or if that's gonna look weird, and I might just do like a regular color, like red or something. No idea yet.
Or just do black with silver.
Black with silver. I don't know. I could do
I
that.
think a red tie would make you stand out pretty well.
A red tie. I do bow ties.
Or
Paint
a
your
blue
fingernails red.
one. Blue and silver go pretty well together.
Yeah, I think that might be her job, but so our prom is the 5th, right?
The 4th, I think. May 4th, yeah.
The 4th, yeah, the Piqua golf outing's the 5th, which I'm going to remind everybody again, the Piqua baseball golfing outing is May 5th, $60 per person, 4 people to a team. Tons of prizes, tons of games during it, and it'll be a lot of fun, so get on out to Echo Hills, you can contact Brad Levy to get information about that, or Echo Hills via their phones / email. You can find their emails on. You can find Brad Levy's email on the Piqua.org website.
So, you guys have that one skit show you do. What's it called again? You did it like once.
Mess.
Yeah.
MESS.
Yeah.
Do you plan on making any more episodes, or is that like?
Yeah, as soon as we're done with Survivor, I think that's what we're going to do next.
I'm gonna say because you're kind of like the brains behind the operations, aren't you?
I'd have to give it to Ethan and Colin on that one.
Yeah, we sorted that out.
Yeah. Look
All
who
right.
finally showed up.
I'm sorry, I had business to take care of.
You weren't here all week, so I don't want to hear it.
Well, yeah. Okay, that's true.
Ooh.
I skipped like 3 days. I have senioritis.
That's okay, I do too. But I don't skip anything, but
I mean, I got.
I
like
feel it.
I'm not a
I got like a
senior.
53F in English right now.
Yeah, I'm not a senior.
You're not a senior, so you can't have the senioritis. You can have junioritis.
Oh my God, senioritis has hit me so hard.
Right? It's very bad.
Oh, yeah, it's rough. But, I'm getting through my classes, just trying to finish out here till it's done. Still don't know what kind of job I'm going to have in the summer, but,
I want to do construction.
construction?
Yeah. Like just. I mean, like.
Full-timer? Full-time job?
For summertime, yeah. Like it's just something I'm gonna do until I can figure out if I'm going to college or if I'm gonna enlist.
Yeah, that's fair. What do you think you're going to do?
Like for a job,
Yep.
I just got a job at Holloway in Sydney. So it's like a factory, and basically if you order clothes online, they get shipped to this warehouse, and I put them in a box and then ship them to your house. So that's
That's pretty cool.
That's what I'm gonna be doing.
That sounds pretty gnarly, Trenton.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you.
Now, Trenton, you
Thanks.
did work at a closing Sears, right?
Yeah, the one here in town.
Yeah. Did you have any like stories that you'd want to tell? Like, I don't know, weird customer stories.
Well, one time there was this lady, and I think she was on some kind of drugs. She was slurring her speech, and she was kind of drooling. She's knocking stuff over. I don't want to go into it too much detail.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
you get some characters.
When
there.
it was like my 3rd month working at Elder Bremen, and like I was just clocking in because I just got off break, and like I was going in because I worked in stock, so I was going back towards the back room. And I seen this lady run past me, and I hear something hit the floor, so I look down, and there's just like a pile of
Feces.
Yeah,
Oh, ew. I
like,
kind of had one of
I
those.
made like a beeline the other way and acted like I wasn't near it.
I didn't
I was
see
like,
that.
I'm not cleaning that.
On my 3rd day of working at Walmart, I saw some guy get arrested for drugs in the boys department.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Boys.
And what also sucked about working at Elder Bremen, I was like the only guy because Shane ended up quitting. So I
Yeah.
was the only guy working there. So I had to do all the heavy lifting and also had to plumb the toilets.
Ooh, yeah.
Greg still there when you were there? Yeah, Greg was still there. But he didn't do it.
I'll be happy to give it to you.
Let me see him next to you.
No, I just don't want to be here.
Get up then, go.
Yeah, my work story was shoot, I just had it. No, they used to have me clean the bathrooms, which I was like, this is not in my job description.
forte.
This is not in my job description. They had actual janitors that like went to Kroger's and like they'd like clean the stuff, and they just start trying to make me do it. I don't know if like they just got rid of that job position or something. So they'd make me go in there, so I'd sit in there for about 10 minutes and just kind of just standing there, and then I'd leave. They just told me to inspect it, and I was like, yeah, it looks good.
A lot of the times, because my job sucks, I'm like the only one in the entirety of like apparel and jewelry. So
Yeah.
so I'll get like really busy at one spot when the other place needs me.
You're
There's a
usually
lot
by
of-
the changing rooms, aren't you?
Dude, no, I'm everywhere. I
What
just
is
stand
that?
there. I just stand over there when I don't want to do
I
anything.
I usually see you by the changing rooms.
Same.
Probably because I don't want to do anything, so I'm just standing over there on my phone. But there was this one time this lady was calling, and I was at jewelry counter, and I had to go all the way back to fitting room to answer the phone. And because I'm pretty sure the reason I went back there was because this was before I knew like all the phones were universal, and I didn't have to pick up from a specific phone. And she's like, "Oh, why does it take so long to get one person to answer the phone?" And I'm just like, "Well, I'm the only one here right now." And she goes, "I don't care. Why does it take so long?" And it's like, I just told you why it took so long.
I'm the only one here. What do you expect me to be, Flash?
It's like I can't.
I watched this dude walk out with 3 TVs. I didn't do anything.
You know, working in customer service is a lot harder than. Well, it's not harder, but it's
A lot more people to deal with.
a lot more grueling. Like you have to deal with a lot more of the attitude.
Yeah.
I will choose retail over fast food any day.
Me too, but like, I don't like either of them.
Yeah, those jobs aren't. Not many
Like-
people like.
Like I
retail.
respect people who can work retail and fast food because you have to deal with people who are just angry.
You have to
and
deal with
hungry
people
all the
like
time.
Yeah,
Weaver.
that's why I'm nice to everyone. Like even if it takes slow, I'm like not mean to
Yeah,
them because
'cause
I'm like I know you guys are
I've
probably
been in
busy.
a position before. It's like, yeah.
It's like I know you guys are probably like actually busy back there, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, where's my food? 10 minutes ago.
My grandfather, he'll order like a cup of coffee, and if it's not out in like the first 3 minutes, as soon as they come out, he's like, I'm like, it's only like a $3 coffee.
It's
calm down."
because people don't appreciate.
They're not patient.
They're not patient
Patience
at
is
all.
a virtue.
Very, very, yeah.
Wow, Ethan really spitting out some wisdom on
I
us
know.
right now.
I have a lot of wisdom to spit out, and there's
Spit-
just some of it.
Spit out some more wisdom.
Patience is a virtue. Those who wait will be better off.
Those who wait will be better off. 2019 quote from Ethan.
Sweesh.
Okay, Mason, you've been into music, right? You're sort of an artist. What would you say your favorite genre to do is? Not to do, but to like write about.
Yeah.
Is that about it? Just yeah.
Yeah, that's the genre. The genre is yeah.
Mumble rap? Is that?
No.
No. I write a bunch of like really emo sad songs.
Oh.
That's fair.
Ethan, what type of music do you listen to?
Oh, just all the cool stuff,
Horses in the bag?
I do like that song. I got the horses in the bag.
Horse stock is attached. Head is matty black. Got the boots that's black to match. Riding on a horse.
Yeah, I like
You
that
can't lift your
song. I don't even like country music that much, but I like that song.
Did you
but,
hear the remix that has like Tim
Billy Ray
McGraw in it?
Cyrus?
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah, Billy Ray Cyrus.
It starts out with him. Oh my god.
Take my horse to the old town road. I'm like, what is this? And I looked and I was like, oh, Billy Ray Cyrus.
Ride till I can't no more.
Yeah, see, he had him on there so it'd be country. Now it's like top 100 Billboard.
It's supposed to be like a hip hop country though.
Mhm. That's been like happening a lot. Hip hop and country been.
I mean, country's a dying.
Country is just
dying music.
straight garbage now,
It's a
and
dying music.
Billy Ray Cyrus and Lil Nas X perfected what Nelly and Tim McGraw could never do.
Oh, with
You're right.
over and over again.
There's anything that had Nelly in it that was country
Oh,
was
I
just
think it was
terrible.
Nelly and Tim McGraw and over again.
And then it was Nelly and Florida Georgia Line with Cruz.
Over and over again. I have that song on my phone.
The only country song I have on my phone is Chattahoochee.
I'm a Rascal Flatts fan when I listen to country.
I get behind a lot of like early 2000s country, a lot of early 2010s
That's me
country,
with like R&B.
and then
2000.
I can really get behind some like real old country, like 80s country. I can get behind some of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't listen to a lot. If I listen to country, it'd be like real old stuff.
If I listen to country, it's only like a certain circumstance as to why I'm listening to country.
Yeah, like if I'm in the mood to listen to like a
If you're
certain
sad,
country
you
song.
just turn on some country music.
I don't even turn on country music when I'm sad. That just makes me annoyed.
It's like, oh.
Oh my god, country music.
Gosh darn that country.
I would go to country concert though because I've never been to a concert and that's like pretty close to here. So I'd go to there. And
We,
they
we
have
know
some
that we
decent
we know the
artists.
real reason you want to go to country concert.
I'm sure you know.
To see the horses. in the bag.
See the horses in the back. No, they don't have awful artists at country.
Oh, no, they don't have
They had,
awful
didn't they
artists.
have Kid Rock last year? I'm not saying he's great, but like some like
I feel
something
like Kid
not.
Rock's more of a
They've had Luke Bryan. They've had freaking Florida Georgia Line. I'm pretty sure last year they had Kane Brown.
Kid Rock's more of like a like a soft rock.
He was
country.
a rock rap dude, and then he
Yeah.
went to like classic rock
Yeah.
country kind of bluegrass.
So
Yeah.
AJ, did you make this pulled pork all by yourself?
no, Skeens made it.
Skeens made it.
Skeens can make a good pork.
We went got stuff. He made it. I felt it.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good pulled pork.
That was really good with the barbecue.
My suggestion was the next time we do one of these is that we make like tacos, but like it's actually during the podcast when we're making it.
Yeah.
Like it's on a table when we're like cooking it.
Ooh, like taco salad.
hot plate, yeah.
Ooh, bucko.
Like I'm a big tacos fan.
we should make pizzas.
pizzas.
Pizzas?
Hard.
We should put in a pizza oven and make pizzas.
Why don't we just
Put
get
pizza
those
in
little
there.
Lunchables and just make our pizzas like that?
Nah.
Cold Lunchable pizza and put it in the microwave.
Just glue them together on the bottom, make one big giant pizza. It's not worse than what Chuck E. Cheese do.
Warm up the bread and just fold it.
Well, we're kind of running out of stuff to talk about here, so we are going to end it before we bore you. As always, I'm Andrew Weaver, here with Ethan Polschneider, and one of our guests today, Mason.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
I like Dawn dish soap.
Bye.